Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Thinking, oh yeah, it's about 3:15. My time to do what it is I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. It's all about P-Funk's philosophy on heart mind coherence. That equals God. I'm trying to get you to God by any means necessary. This is another one. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep, I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yard be true. Right thinkers, let's go. P Funk philosophy on the heart mind coherence equals God. I've been trying to get that point across. I'm gonna do it again. I'm got my hand in there. I'm about to drive it home again. Let's go. I keep trying to get you to understand God, the spirit, dwells in the heart of all human beings, animals. But we as human beings, we have what we call a mind to become conscious of who we are. Animals can't do that. The animals is here first. God put them there. He said, wait a minute. Nobody give me no props. So God created man so that man can create God, conceptually. But only human beings have consciousness, aka a brain, a mind, so that they can what? Know God. Animals don't. That's the difference. So yeah, we run the show over them. Why? We got connected. Humans, again, are to become God like, becoming conscious and emotional, becoming one with what? Your higher self, aka God. That's the love and understanding that all human beings have to reach for themselves. It's personal. God made it that way. So no matter how much God I got, you got to get it for yourself. And you can do the same thing. Obtain knowledge, practice what you learn, and you will get the same thing I get. Blessed. Knowing thyself. Again, knowing thyself. What? Sorry about that. Humans are to become God-like in the flesh. Why? By knowing thyself. That's the goal for right thinking. Okay. I just don't teach. I live it. I practice it, so I know what I'm giving you. I'm taking also. Most drug dealers, when they give you drugs, they don't do the drugs. On Kingpin, they don't touch it. He never did it. That guy right there. So most drugs in the law, like, ain't this a damn one? I'm just saying. So you really can't know something if you ain't doing it. That's what I'm saying. He was always the outside looking in, but he thought he knew because he saw me doing it. He can do it. Okay, not so easy, my friend. We found that out later on. But again, the goal for all human beings before they leave this earth is to get rich and famous. Nope. Have a lot of money. Nope. Get mad. Make it. Nope. Know thyself. If you don't know yourself, you can't go home. Philosophically, conceptually, however you want to look at it metaphorically. But the concept is the mind had to connect with the heart. Hence, heart coherence. You have to understand that. You have to be conscious of that. You have to feel it. You have to ingratiate that. That's what God wants. Why? Because knowing thyself comes from your heart and your mind becoming one. And your heart and mind is what? Where God dwells. And man, this thing right here is God. He's mental, he's inside your head. But this thing right here, the spirit, the love that he has for you, that's inside your chest. He got that covered. Your job is to figure it out. And we get the most sophisticated machinery known to man. It don't come with instructions, but it have instructors. I'm one. I learned so I can instruct. If you don't learn it, you can't teach it. Most people think they can teach it because they believe it. No, if you ain't learning it, you ain't masters, you ain't living it, shut up. Heart is God's emotions in human beings. We love our family members. We love people that we like. And then that same love turns into hate against people who we think or we kind of find out they ain't good people. We make that decision. Remember, discernment is man's power to ability to recognize what? Truth from lie. Asar, spirit, not that. She represents mortality, human. When the human spirit is come together, you have discernment between what? Right and wrong. That's Anubis. That's the dog-headed jackal god that protects Asar. Why? He's the discernment. He know right from wrong. My discernment was in good shape when I was on the corner of Diddy Bop and selling bags of weed and cocaine. I had to recognize people who, as they come up, I had to see if they friend or foe. That's the lowest level on the survival chain. Fight or flight, friend or foe. Your discernment takes care of those things. When you get better, your discernment will take care of that. At Judgment Day, and we all gonna have one, Dr. Clark, no exceptions. If you're born physically, you're going to die physically. You're not born spiritually. Okay, spirit is already here. Okay, so that won't die. The physical body will. Get the concept. And at Judgment Day, your heart, aka God, speaks for you. Yeah, God right here. He keeps track of everything. How you think he know all? This is where everything starts and ends. This, not so much. Why? They don't need this. This is just to use for you while you're here to go with this. This should match this. Why? Because this going to speak for this also. That's why. Okay? Understand that. Heart and mind got to become one. That's the key. That's the key for humans to know what? Thyself. And from your heart being what? Light as my feather. At Judgment Day, when God speaks for you, he's going to say, yeah, karma, drop the stuff off. Give him what he deserves. And if what you deserve makes your heart heavy, and that's what it will do, you will fail Judgment Day. That just means that you won't go to that life. You ain't going home. You coming back here. And everybody who died sees the light, they go to the light. That's the booby trap. I've been telling you that for years. Go to the darkness. Y'all ain't going to do that. What? They're scared of the dark. See? The only people who know the darkness will walk to the darkness. I'll walk in the dark. I ain't got a problem. My third eye's open. I can see in the dark. Give you that lesson too. But our hearts feel God's emotion. That's love. The heart does one thing. Love. That's all it does. It steers you in what? The right direction. That's all it does. I say just pump blood. No, the heart got a nice job. Okay, it's good at its job. But that's especially at what? Judgment Day. That's when you get to speak for you. If it's light, we going home. If it's heavy, we going to hell. Moving on. Your choice. Again, by your hand. Ain't nobody sent you to hell. You damned yourself. Ain't nobody sent you to heaven. You earned it yourself. See, it go both ways. And watch this. Emotions are excellent servers when what? You're serving God, a.k.a. your higher self. Anything else, not good. Okay? You don't want to serve what? Yourself or man. Hearts are pure. God emotions. We call it love. That feeling that we get for the opposite sex. The boom, boom, your heart, boom, 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 boom. They give you all, and the heart is the most important part. with this. You put them together, you found God. Ding, 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 ding. That's the jackpot. And when people die in life, they just go along, they just roll and go. If I wasn't doing this, I'd still be living the way I live. Why? Because it's benefiting me. I'm enjoying my life. I'm just trying to help others to do the same thing. Why? I don't know. We're on third base. I'm on third base all the time. I don't know why I'm doing this. But God is an emotion. And that love emotion is pure, good all the time. If your heart is bad, no, it ain't the heart, it's your mind. Your mind turning the heart. Okay? They got confusion going on. The heart says this, the mind wants something else. That's your ignorance. And when you fight the heart, that's internal strife. That's the holy war that's going on inside you to do what? The right thing. You want to do your thing. Sometimes the right thing ain't your thing. I learned that too. Truth, again, is the right thing. And truth lies in the heart of all men. They say God, my pastor's his favorite phrase, God knows your heart. God knows your intention. When I first heard that years ago, I said, man, now he got something there. I don't know if he know what he got, but yeah, he got something there. Why? My studies and learning, I figured that out too. Now I don't know why he said or what the purpose of, but he used it all the time, and I agree now. Back then, I didn't know what the man got. Again, when you don't know something, and somebody try to tell you something, listen to the person who's speaking from knowledge, from experience. The other one, don't listen to them. And if you don't know, find somebody who do. That's all. Don't ask somebody else who don't know much as you know. Blind leading the blind. Okay, we got a lot of that going on. Again, but you have intentions are from the heart. They're pure. That's good. That's what God is. God ain't up here playing the mind game. Y'all do that. He let you have that. Why? That's yours to do just as you want with. That's free. That's free will. How you use it, your choice. Again, your heart is the birthplace of truth. It knows no lies. That's the difference. The heart don't care. Your heart don't and it can't what? Lie. That's the detector. That's the ultimate detector. It don't lie. It's pure. It's going to be what it's going to be. It ain't changing for you or me. Now, understand it. This thing got to get acquiesced. Okay, get in line with the heart. Why? Your mind is man. Okay, it's error prone. Its ability to think, to comprehend is there, but it's also prone to what? Ignorance. Okay, an enlightened mind is a good mind. A right thinking mind is a good mind. Just a thinking mind ain't always a good mind. Why? Because the mind is communication to God. That's when you're meditating. Y'all think y'all communing with God through prayer. I'm just making a point. I'm not going to argue, debate with you. Make a fact right here. When you're praying, you're doing the talking. When I'm meditating, I'm doing the listening. My pastor says he get download information from God. I get the concept. I understand that. Why? I meditate every day. I get download information all the regular. Me and God like this now. Okay, I have a conversation with God all the time. I'm God conscious. You don't. Once you know God, you don't forget Him. Oh, I know God. Then all of a sudden, I don't know God. No, if you know Him, you know Him. But the things you do to find Him, you had to put the work in, and it ain't easy. So God gave man consciousness, aka the mind, the brain, and the mind to be able to what? Understand so that you can get to know who you are, aka God. We're born not knowing that. Hence, know thyself. And the more I'm studying, I'm hearing, remember thyself. That means our conscious, no, it's the heart conscious, not the mind. Why? The mind is fresh. You get a fresh one every day. And it's disposable. It's a one-shot deal. When you die, they throw the mind away. The brain don't mean nothing. It's just mush. Okay? This is what we're worrying about. Okay. So when we learn to read, right? Do arithmetic, math, we learn how to think, we practice in the brain, but sometimes it's more of an indoctrination than learning because they want you to learn what they want you to know. They don't want you to think outside the box. I got a lesson for that coming for you too. Thinking outside the box is what? Going to the next level. Say that for next lesson. But I teach spiritual knowledge. That's God is spirit. I'm teaching you God knowledge. God is also what? Mental. Spirit and mental. Heart and mind. They become one. That's where God dwells. In the heart of man and in the mind of man. I've been breaking it down. I got my little book of wisdom. We working on you. I'm working with this guy. Why? Just to get my lessons out. Ain't got to be all Egyptian. No, okay, I got that. That ain't went nowhere. But I got something else that hopefully maybe a little different variation. But I'm just showing you the intellect that I have. I can teach it any way you want it. I know it. So when you're a master, you can pretty much do any way you want. That's what mastery is. All right. I'm a master teacher. I can teach not just my philosophy. I can teach somebody else's too. Moving on. My goal is to get you to know that. And studying, again, studying. I didn't know I was a nerd. We thought people who study all, yeah, I study all the time. I'm studying books. You won't see me without a book. Nobody call me a nerd. Oh, you cool, yeah, but I still study. I still think. I still use this thing just as good as a nerd. I love that, but that little show TV sitcom with the nerds. I love that. Why? The Big Bang. Sharp, with it, repartee. I can get with that, and there's always something going on. My man Sheldon off the hook, and they all play their role. I love that show. Again, that's gonna play their role. But when you do that, you're exercising your right to what? To think outside the box. All right. But when we get knowledge and education, you're supposed to use it. That's the purpose of the nerds. They use their information. They practice what they teach or what they learn. Okay. And God is also, I teach you spiritual knowledge. God is spirit, God knowledge. You got to understand that. And when you study, is the way to learn what? God, laws. We call them spiritual discipline. Things that hold you accountable. The 42 confessions of Maya. Hold yourself accountable to do and be your best self. And something comes with that. Living right. Whether you're Muslim, Christian, or Jew, makes no difference to me. AKA, you're practicing what? Living by spiritual discipline, AKA God's laws. If you're Christian, you live by the commandments. I ain't got a problem with that. And those are people who you respect. Why? They're doing what they're supposed to do according to what they say they are. I see the Jews, they're traditional. They follow their tradition. They don't give a crap what you think about them. I love that. If you're doing what you're doing, I don't care what people think about right thinking. I walk by the big eye on my chest every day. Nobody say a word. Okay, so those who recognize it, we can engage. Those who don't, I don't bother. But the mind's job, this thing right here, job is to think, to comprehend, to solve problems. That's its job. That's what it does. Right? They can put that thing to use all the time. Like my man said, put that snoot to use, you mother. Put your brain to work. Let it be something other than a damn hat rack. Yeah, I wear hats all the time, but I got something going on underneath my hat. Okay? The Mad Hatter. All right? But when you're thinking, you're articulating, and you're living, that's what God wants us to do. Okay? Just like that. And our ancients did that freely for generations, for thousands of years. Thousands. At least 3 of them. That's a long time. 3,000 years is a long time to be what? In harmony and peace with your people. What happened after that? Ain't been there since, and we haven't reached that level since. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, we've been corrupted. Moving on. You feel God. Yeah, you vibe. God is a vibe. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. It's life. The life force. Luke, use the force. Right there, because use the force. I ain't Darth Vader though. That guy right there, that's him. But you feel God with your heart. Why? Because God is love. Love is God. We are emotional beings. We have love for what? Should be for all. That's what it's supposed to be. But we love our family members. We love the opposite sex that are attracted to us. We love friends. Don't care. We pick and choose. God don't do that. Pure, unadulterated, straight out. That's the way he does it. Okay? Your heart will always lead you what? The right way. Heart's never wrong. Trust the heart. Okay? And let your conscience be your guide. If your conscious, heart, mind, conscious, then you can let what? Your mind lead you. Why? Because it's in harmony with the heart. It's thinking just like the heart. It don't think different than the heart. There's no confusion in this connection from the heart and mind. And they're connected, trust me. And the heart, Lord lead you the right way. Follow your heart in life. You deny the heart, you're going to regret it. Trust me. And we all been heartbroken. When we give our heart to the person we love, guess what? Like George said, they're gonna walk on it like it was the floor. Get used to that. Why? People don't care. That's why we ain't in that where our ancestors, everybody showed love, everybody care. Well, them days is over. We cold blooded. It's bad time. Moving on. So, but if your heart at Judgment Day is lighter than Maya's feather, that meant one thing: that you lived right. That's the only way your heart can be light is you live right across the board. I see Masons, and I don't like them because the one thing they said, one thing they did something else. I got a problem with those kind of people. Even Masons, I don't give a damn. Okay, I saw you perpetrating the fraud and the lie. I see you doing something outside. Scooby Doo, roll. Same thing with Christians, Muslim, and Jew. If you one way, this dude you see right here, I'm the same dude when I'm not sitting here giving my life. As I do this all the time. So there's no change. My pastor, he's the same dude in the pulpit as when he walks in. So I respect and understand that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. If that's what you do, that's what you do. Live it. Be it. Okay? Don't say it. Be about it. We love our family members. Okay? We love the people who give us things that we like. So we share that love with those. But the people who don't, turn us on, we hate them. The opposite of love is hate. If you turn love to switch, it goes from love to hate. Marriages, divorce. When they got married, they was in love. At divorce proceeding, they got hate for each other. See how that go? It's human nature. It's human nature. You got to be the dictator of that. Okay? Make better decisions, suffer less. Continue to make bad decisions, you're going to suffer more. You're going to suffer. Why? Because of the decisions that you make. Simple as that. If they're not good, you got to suffer consequences. That's called life. Get used to it and get used to making better decisions about what? Thinking right. That's how you avoid the bad situations. You think before you talk. You think before you act. And when you're thinking right, you're going to do what? The right thing. Say the right thing. Simple. Having a heavy heart is your fault. Why? You created that. That means that you didn't live right. Simple as that. Okay? Wrong living. However you want to look at it. You were sneaky, conniving, whatever it was, shady. You didn't live right. Why? Because of the things, the decisions that you made on a day-to-day basis. That piles up. Okay, that's that feather you talk about. You gotta keep the feather light. What? Keep the heart light. Why? Don't have malice, hate, and ill will towards other people for whatever reason. You got to keep that out. I'm learning that from my pastor. Okay, so again, a biblical concept can serve just as good as the philosophical concept. They purpose it to what? To get you to understand how to what? Be and act. That's all. The way he do it, I ain't got a problem with that. But when your heart is heavy, it's because you're living wrong. Simple as that. A light heart means you're living right. Taking it in. Again, appreciate you tuning in. You know God. How? Through your mind. This is knowledge. Knowledge means to know. To believe in God means you don't really know. If you believe something, you don't know it. I don't know what I believe. I only believe what I don't know. See how that go? So I'm not big on belief. No. I'm a gnosis man. I need to know. But your mind, aka your consciousness, I'm a right thinker. Why? Because I have heart, mind, coherence. I made the connection. I found myself through what? Daily struggle, the righteous living, studying, and putting it to use, and something happened. I became a servant of God. And I became a blessed being by doing that. I have no idea how that happened. Again, third base, don't know. But when you study daily, and I've been doing it over 30 years, so yeah, something had to give. You're increasing your self-knowledge. Ooh. God knowledge is self-knowledge, but you're increasing your knowledge of what? Self, by knowing God. Self-knowledge is the best knowledge. I've been telling you that for the longest, and that's what I'm standing on. Why? That's what I got. And anything other than that, I ain't got a problem with it. Why? It ain't got nothing to do with me. God is into. Because you have to what? Be able to think, to know he's what? Inside of you. If you're not conscious of that, you ain't really thinking. You ain't thinking, right? That's the concept. But this thing, I'm trying to get you to understand that pineal gland, that's God. And when you open it up, you commune with it, and you become one with your higher self. That's what that means. Now you see what in the dark. You see spiritual. I told you I could see in the dark. This eye sees what these don't. Okay, understand it. And when you close these eyes, the third eye open in the mind. That's the mind's eye. God can see in the dark. Can you? If your heart and mind is in line with one, that's what we call becoming one in thought and emotion. That means your heart and your mind thinks on the same frequency. They vibing on the same frequency. How about that? That's God. And what? Yeah, like I said, that's God. You can get the heart and mind to become one, you reach God consciousness. That's what we call the heart mind coherence. It equals God. You put those two things together, you equal God. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right things I got to go. I got another lesson I can do. I got a few more minutes, but I'll be right back. In closing, right thinkers may you all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I'll never know that my right thinkers who now know that heart and mind coherence equal God have passed away. Knowing that you won't die, you multiply in the afterlife.